Hi everyone, this is Sayoni of Sphere. Welcome to another episode of Sai's Kitchen. For today, we are going to make pan-seared salmon in herb lemon butter sauce. Let's get started.
Good food that uplifts your mood never tastes so good. Cook with us at Sai's Kitchen.
Today's recipe is a very easy to prepare recipe with only few ingredients. So of course, for our main ingredients, we will be needing fresh salmon. For our herb lemon butter sauce, we need salted butter, lemon, fresh garlic, and some parsley. So for this recipe, we will be using salmon fillet, and it would be best if you get to have the fillet that has its skin. Of course, there are a lot of kind or different varieties of salmon. You have the king salmon, the pig salmon. It is just up to you. And the question is, do I use fresh or frozen salmon? Most of the time, they come frozen, but make sure that you thaw them completely before cooking them. So for this one, I have sliced them into the size that is appropriate for me, not too thick, not too thin, and I have kept the skin. Most of the salmon that you get to buy from the store are already without scale. They have better knife to remove the scale, so make sure that they have removed the scale. And preferably, if you are able to find salmon that are captured from the wild versus the farmed ones, that is better, as you know, they have more nutrients available. So to season our salmon, we will be needing only salt and pepper. That easy and that simple. And by the way, you make sure that you get to dry your salmon completely. So we are just going to pat it a little bit just to make sure that we get to remove excess water. It will make it easier and better for the quality when we sear our salmon later. And we season it with salt. It's just really up to you. You can be generous with your salt and pepper. Whatever it depends on your preference. And again, this recipe is not only easy to prepare, but it also does not require so much time. After we season this with salt and pepper, you can just marinate it for even as short as 15 minutes. We're just going to rub the salt and pepper. Make sure that both sides are covered with salt and pepper. Rub them gently and generously. So we set this aside for 15 minutes while we prepare our herb lemon butter sauce. For my sauce, I am using salted butter. But if you don't have any salted butter, what I usually do is for a stick of butter, I add around 3/4 teaspoon. So, but you can go ahead and be generous with your butter, whatever is your preference. And it depends also on the quantity of your salmon. Okay, so we have, and we are going to add also our fresh garlic. In my opinion, using fresh garlic and fresh herbs like the parsley, you can also use dills if you want, is always better. I would always go for the option of having fresh ingredients versus the dried ingredients if I have them available. So let's slice some parsley. There's really no exact quantity for the parsley and the garlic. It's just up to you. If you love garlic, you can be generous and put a lot of it, but it's really just up to you. I love parsley, so I'm gonna try to put as much. I'm gonna leave some though to garnish later. And we're gonna add some lemon. Make sure to roll your lemon so you won't have a hard time squeezing the juice. And now it's time to mix all the ingredients. If your butter is not fully melted yet, you may need a smasher so you get to mix it well. And now we are done with our herb lemon butter mixture, and it's time to sear our salmon. So to sear our salmon, I am using light olive oil. Usually I use light olive oil or I prefer the light olive oil over the virgin olive oil in high temperature. And to sear our to sear our salmon, we need to cook it at a very high temperature. We add our olive oil. And if you enjoy our easy recipe, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And for the full ingredients, just see the description below. Time to check if our oil is already hot enough. Okay, once you see it boiling, then that means our oil is ready. So we bring the salmon that we seasoned earlier or that we marinated. To sear our salmon, we have to sear it with the skin down. So make sure that the skin is the one that is on the pan. And you can push it with a frying spatula just to make sure that it doesn't curl up. So we cook it on this side for about 8 to 9 minutes, just when it is like 80 to 90% done. So if you want variety in your meal at home, you can go ahead and try fish like salmon. They are not really difficult to cook. You can have recipes like this that not only are easy to prepare, but it does not also require so much time for you. Our salmon is about done, so it's time to flip them. So we are just going to flip them on the other side. And right after we flip them, we go ahead and add our herb lemon butter sauce. And this is when we wait till our salmon is fully cooked. While waiting for our salmon to cook, we prepare our lemon and parsley for garnishing. And now it's time to plate our salmon. And now our pan-seared salmon in herb lemon butter sauce is ready. See you in our next episode.